This video for you brothers and sisters that claim to be Hebrew Israelites, that keep the Torah, and for you Gentiles that claim to keep the Torah, and you so-called spiritual Israelites that I be hearing so far. Hey, I want to show y'all something. Because me, when I was keeping the whole Torah, those foolish so-called laws of Moses, let me show y'all how serious I was about it. Let me show y'all. This how serious I was about finding out my identity. Let me show y'all. Y'all brothers and sisters that claim to be Hebrew Israelites, and you Gentiles that keep the Torah, this is what y'all Numbers chapter 15 verse 38. This how it looks. This how it really supposed to look. Maybe not in this, just in all white, even at the bottom. Y'all see it? That's how it's supposed to look. When I was serious about keeping the laws of Moses, when I was in that foolish indoctrination, this is how serious I was taking it. I don't see none of y'all doing it right. How you claim to keep the Torah, but you ain't doing it right? How you claim to be a Hebrew Israelite, a Gentile, or a spiritual Israelite, and don't keep y'all book right? This is how serious I was about keeping those foolish laws of Moses. I went, this is made out of linen. Come on now. Y'all not doing it right. This is how serious I was about finding out my identity. How serious I was. And let me show y'all. I even went out the way and I got a scarf. Come on. Bro, look at this. If I went out the way, y'all not serious. Y'all not serious enough about y'all laws. Y'all know it's foolish. Y'all know it's foolish. Come on now. It's foolish.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Wakwak, Kwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to mighty Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations. But actually, Asharala, this is Brother Cobble Cup coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, I'm not going to lie, this is pretty strange and unusual, but this dude consistently and multiple times said law of Moses is foolish. And who do you think gave Moses the law? Who said all those things? So you are no, obviously not you, but this guy is directly bold-faced insulting Yahawashi while trying to act as if what he's saying is just common sense or whatever. All right, while again, like there is no getting past it. He's objectively insulting Yahawashi. All right, literally, objectively, whatever you want to call it, there's no getting past that. All right. So, as a result of that, I want to go into, first of all, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Now, the thing you have to understand is that, is this guy going to say, if he is a believer, which I don't know, I genuinely don't know, all right, with how he was talking, I don't know, but if he is a believer of Yahweh, at the bare minimum, he's a Christian or something like that, then would any believer in Yahawashi say that Yahweh is not perfect? All right, like that's the thing. You think that Yahawashi would give us commandments or a way to live our lives that we would not be able to keep? And then again, I'm not gonna. Okay, the main thing is that if you believe, Yahweh is omnipotent, omniscient, whatever the term is, why are you acting and saying stuff like Yahweh, or why are you pretending or implying that Yahweh was too incompetent to predict that? Or not even predict, but no, not that definitely predict is not a not the word I want to use, but know that, oh, they're not able to keep the law, so let me do this, let me do that, let me do X, Y, and Z and whatnot. When over here, let's get this, John 14:15, if ye love me, keep my commandments. So if the Lord, YAHAWAH told us to keep the commandments, to do things, how, and if we're sinners, what is sin? Sin is when you break the law. So how are you all sinners if we're not under the law? All right. So as a result of that, again, we do have to keep the law. But of course, and I'm not going to get it because I just made a video on that, I think yesterday, where the law is not what's going to deliver you. Keeping the law is not what's going to deliver you, but it is your faith. You're showing your faith in Yahawadah through your actions. So your actions of Yahawadah told me to do this. I believe that the actions that the Lord told me to do are what's going to get me delivered, or I think the better way to explain it is that trusting in Yahawadah and following after his way is what is going to get me saved. So you do it and then receive salvation. All right. Now, with that being said, let me also get this. Ironic that this is also in line with it. But basically, let's start at Numbers chapter 1. Numbers chapter 12, verse 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. So basically over here, Miriam and Aaron, they were speaking out against Moses. All right. And then the Lord judged them. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Verse 8. No, verse 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. So the Lord was mad at Miriam and Aaron for talking poorly towards Moses. So if they got punished, all right, for talking back against Moses, what makes you think you're going to get away with talking badly about Moses as well? All right. So all that disrespect. Oh, it's just Moses' law. Moses is this, Moses is that, whatever. Moses is not God, X, Y, and Z. Moses literally got the law from Yahawadah. Yahawadah basically guided him, told him what he wanted. All right. And then for you to completely disregard that, let's actually prove that over here. Verse in Numbers 12, verse 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. Verse 7, my servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. Okay, so Yahweh said, Moses is so special that I'm not even going to show him in a dream. I'm just going to actually, let's just read in verse 8. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So how are you speaking against someone that has the privilege, the special, unique privilege of being able to speak to Yahawadah directly? All right, not with dark speeches, dreams, and all these other methods that the Lord speaks to his servants. All right, and that's another thing I need to write down. But anyway, so as a result of that, again, this dude is speaking out against Moses. And again, it's always a matter of, oh, I don't want to keep the law, so I'm going to find any excuse to ridicule, do this, say that, and whatnot. When you realize that you're using that terminology in order to invalidate it, but yet you are, and again, I don't even know if he realizes it, but he is inadvertently insulting Yahawadah. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get that as well. All right. If John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So because we are speaking as the mouthpieces, just as Moses spake as the mouthpiece of Yahweh, and people were hating Moses because, oh, he has some Ethiopian wife, oh, he's this, he's that, or whatever, and stuff like that. Oh, he has a law, he gave the law, all right, as if that was Moses' law. Like, are you fucking stupid? All right, like that is dumb. That's genuinely dumb. Anyway, the same way that we are speaking as the mouthpieces, the representatives of YAHAWASHI, these people are not, they're not hating us, they're hating Yahweh, because we're literally reading from the scriptures. We're literally reading what YAHAWASHI said, the words of YAHAWASHI, and then people take offense and find problem with that. Matthew chapter 5 verse 48, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Oh, and that reminds me, let me stay on this for a second. So yes, basically YAHAWASHI is perfect. How are you going to act as if YAHAWASHI is not perfect and he did not expect, oh, you're just because you're in captivity, that means that you can't not eat pork? Okay, well, in some situations, but whatever. No, basically you are able to not eat pork. You're able to maybe not keep the Sabbath, but certain things you're able to do. And even then, even when you fall short, you do things to the best of your ability. It's the exact same thing as a parent teaching his child. If a parent says, hey, go do all these 10 tasks, and the child doesn't have the time to do all 10 of the tasks, but they're doing 7 out of the 10 tasks, the parent's not going to be mad that, oh man, you ran out of time. That's fine. We acknowledge that. Or the parents acknowledge that, oh yeah, you tried your best. That's fine. I'm not going to be mad at you from that. But if you had said, fuck all 10 tasks, I'm not going to do any of them, you say, oh, grace will take care of it, grace period or whatever, and stuff like that, and then you waste all your time just never attempting any of the 10 tasks, then that's basically the exact same thing, which even then, in addition to that, the fact of the matter is that people they want to pick and choose what laws are still in effect, rather than accepting that YAHAWASHI is infallible. He knew what to do. He knew what to say. He know what we can and can't do. All right. So why are you now saying, okay, now I'm going to decide which laws I'm going to keep and what not? Which basically implying that you know better than YAHAWASHI. All right. So again, another insult onto YAHAWASHI, which by the way Christians do. Continuing on, Matthew chapter 5 verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Okay. Let me start at verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. This is Yahawashi speaking. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Basically, the law is not done away with, as people love to say, as this person said. Even Yahawashi said that the law is not done away with until all be fulfilled. All right. Continuing on. Oh yeah, Luke. I actually like this. Luke chapter 1 verse 5. There was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias of the course of Abia, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth, and they were both righteous before Yahweh, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord, blameless. They were blameless as they followed the laws of YAHAWASHI. So now, if we have an example of people following the laws, what is your excuse? All right, how are you going to say that we can't do that when people it recorded evidence that it is literally possible? All right. So yeah, with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahweh, Shem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakwakwadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great male son of Abba, and Shalom.